Hey there everybody, I don't know about you, but as I've been driving around, I've seen a lot of lawns that look like straw, and mostly due to the really hot, dry weather that we've had for the past few weeks.
Right.
And so I thought I'd have Gail tell us what we can do to bring our lawns back into shape.
Well, hopefully it wasn't a real long period of dry and hot weather, so we're hoping that most of that those lawns are just dormant right now. So maybe with the rain that we got within the last couple days, that will help to green up those lawns a little bit again, cooler temperatures. So hopefully that will help. If you didn't get adequate rainfall, if you didn't get a good inch of rain, you might want to consider putting on a thorough deep watering on your lawns, and that means at least a ½ inch to an inch at a time. Don't do watering every day. That's not really good for the lawn to just get light frequent waterings on. You want to really thoroughly water it once to twice a week and getting on adequate water so it soaks down well into the root zone.
And you can put like a can or something under your sprinkler, and then you can see maybe what kind of water you're getting, but you're probably talking about 45 minutes,
Probably, So you get it on so it really soaks down well into the root zone. That's what I would want to see done.
Now what about things like fertilizing?
Well, in the summer, some people want to fertilize their lawn so they keep it nice and green. If you have an irrigation system, I would use a very slow release nitrogen. You can use something like milorganite. That would work quite well because it's kind of low nitrogen and it's slow release. So that would be a safe fertilizer to put on your lawn in the summertime.
And we did talk a little bit about whether or not you should be doing any weed control at this time of year, and you really think it's better to hold off?
I do, because in the summer it's a little too warm. The weeds need to be actively growing for it to work well, and in the summer it's just a little too warm for that. So really the best times to do weed control would be either early in the season, like May and June, or around Labor Day. So in about a month or two, then you can go ahead and treat for weeds again. But right now in the warm part of the summer, it's really better to wait and hold off on that.
So we're talking about slow release fertilizer and good adequate watering.
Correct.
And you also mentioned when I was talking to you about this earlier today that we've been seeing a lot of chinch bug. And
well, we're expecting that they'll probably become active again now that it's warm.
And what does that look like
when
you're looking at your dry lawn?
Yes.
How does a chinch bug infestation look different than just a dry lawn?
Well, it tends to look kind of, I mean, you can have patchy areas, but I think it looks kind of dryish and grayish, but not necessarily.
It does have an off color.
The off color is a good way to describe it. And the silly way to treat for chinch bugs is to take a can, like a coffee can or a large can, open-ended, cut both ends out of the can, put it down into a spot in your lawn that you think might be affected, and then you fill it with water, and you wait for the little bugs to float to the top before the water sinks into the ground. And then you'll see these little bugs floating around in the top, and if you see these little like quarter-inch kind of brownish grayish bugs, and you see a bunch of them, you might have a problem with chinch bugs.
So come on in and we can talk.
And then we'll find something that you could treat with, because they'll do a lot of damage on your lawn.
We have seen a lot of it in the area in the last couple of years. There's one on Mineral Point that looks just really dreadful.
Really bad.
But you're right, it's sort of an off, like a gray, not quite straw colored.
Right.
So thank you for those tips, Gail, and we'll come back and talk to you about fall stuff to do in your lawn.
Okay.
So happy lawn care from all of us here at the Bruce Company.